Moving on to the second objection. It's hateful discrimination to prohibit two men or two women, or any other combination of human beings, animals, or objects, from getting married or having children. Strictly speaking, discrimination, as in making distinctions and judgments of people, is a natural and necessary part of life. The only question is whether such discrimination is just or unjust. The women's bathroom discriminates against men. Is that hateful or unjust? Or is that a reasonable protection of the bodies, privacy, and safety of women? To state what should be obvious, men and women are not interchangeable when it comes to the procreation and healthy upbringing of a child. So again, if marriage is about children and their rights, it is not hateful or unjust to discriminate in favor of children and their rights, to discriminate against relationships that cannot procreate and provide children their mother and father in a stable relationship. And no one is specifically prohibiting anyone from having children. Nature is the one prohibiting the begetting of children where there is not one man and one woman. And we've already made the point that technology doesn't change anything, that we should not violate the dignity and rights of children by manufacturing them in a lab, and often deliberately separating them from at least one true parent. And when it comes to adoption, we need to recognize the value of both fatherhood and motherhood, and that only men can be fathers, and that only women can be mothers, and that children need and have a right to both a mother and a father. I'll also add that I have no problem with stigmatizing or even potentially criminalizing unjust forms of discrimination that have nothing to do with children and children's rights. People should be allowed to freely make contracts or designate a single person with privileges to visit them in the hospital or make decisions on their behalf, whether that person is a spouse or not. But none of that has anything to do with the essential public purpose of marriage. Moving on to objection number 3. Marriage equality is a civil rights issue comparable to the struggle of Black Americans for equal rights. Traditional marriage laws are like old miscegenation laws. Now, this is merely an attempt to hijack the cultural and emotional capital of the civil rights movement. Skin color is arbitrary, irrelevant, and impotent. Sex is significant, relevant, and potent because it has fertility and procreative powers. Sex has natural implications for love, children, and family. Skin color does not. Race and sex are on two entirely different levels of significance and moral relevance. The true purpose of civil marriage drives and determines the significance and relevance of each category, race and sex. Because the essential public purpose of marriage is for the sake of children, sex is naturally relevant because children naturally come from the union of the two different sexes. Skin color has no relevance when it comes to love, children, and family. Thus, this comparison to race and civil rights that the other side appeals to ad nauseum is simply invalid.